Welcome, everyone. We are live today and we are alive. Yay! I'm excited about that. Another day in the land of the living, but also in the land of being. Today's message is to be like Peter. What inspired me with that message was I've always been afraid to, when you go get your oil change, right? And you drive in, see that little opening there? It has always scared me. It petrifies me, let me tell you. Because I'm like, ugh. But you don't really see it depending on where you are. So when you drive up, you don't really see it. So the guy at the front is directing you either to just turn a little bit to the left or turn a little bit to the right, but to come forward. You know how they do with airplanes. Why is that important? You see, we have a goal that we want to accomplish in life. Neville Goddard says, see the end. See the end. Yeah? And so to see the end, you have no idea what is there. You don't know how. You just know you're being directed to go in a direction. Well, be like Peter. All the other disciples, because Peter Peter saw Jesus out on the water. And he gets excited. He's like, ooh, well, I'm coming, Lord. Just wait for me. The other disciples are like, Peter, are you crazy? I can't be walking on the water. You're crazy. Peter just kept his eyes where he should have kept his eyes, right? Peter kept his eyes where he should have kept them, which was on the person or the end goal directing him. A little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, come straight forward. That's all he did. Until such time, Peter let the outside noise get to him. And he started to look down. And wherever you put your eyes is where you will go. Next time you drive your car, you tell me I'm wrong. Wherever you put your eyes is where your car is going to go. Okay, then. I think we're on the same page. So he kept his eyes on the end, on the goal, on the task, on the fulfillment of his desires, where he kept his mind. Eyes forward. This is where you're looking. If the eyes are forward, then the body follows. Yes? Have you ever, I know I've done it at least once. I forgot I was in drive and I wanted to reverse. And I'm looking back and my car's like, I was like, oh snap. I should put that in reverse. Because I'm looking to reverse. I'm looking to reverse, like really. My hands back here on the seat, my head's looking out the back. But where was the car focused? In drive. Where are you focused? Are you focused on the end? Are you focused on the outcome? Or are you focused on how? Are you focused on how? You see, here's the part that we struggle with as humanity. We want to see how this thing is going to unfold before we commit to it. You're being asked to commit because that is where your control begins and ends. With your level of commitment. Not as in, how am I going to do this? Because there are a myriad of ways. There are so many ways to do something, right? There are so many ways that something can unfold. There are too many. It would overwhelm us. This is why the focus is straight ahead, the outcome, the end. That's where the focus is. The outcome, the end. But I can't see it yet, Angela. So I don't believe it. And therein lies the problem. We want to see it on the outside before we can believe that it exists. Well, the car you're driving in now did not always exist on the outside. It existed in the mind of its creator. Ford, Toyota, Mercedes, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, all were in the imagination of someone before you got in it and pushed a button, or if you're like me, turn the key. Or you get the burp, burp, you know what I'm saying? Everything started within the mind. So the question is this for you and I today. That thing inside your mind, do you believe in its existence? Or do you want to wait until it shows up in the outside world to believe that it is real? Because I got seeds in the cupboard, yeah? I got watermelon, I got corn, I've got beets, I got onions, all of those seeds I have in the cupboard. Those seeds tell me I have a harvest. But Angela, it's the middle of winter. Doggone it, it's right. It's winter has us by the short and curlies. Yes. So clearly, I'm not going to see them growing outside, but I know as long as I hold the seed, I have the potential of what that seed is. I have the potential of what the seed becomes. So in your mind's eye, your job, your new car, your new relationship, your money in the bank, they are all seeds. Every last one of them is seeds. So your job, my job, is to hold the harvest in mind, because it is the harvest that will tell you what seeds to plant. The harvest will determine how it expresses itself. You just have to select what kind of harvest you want to have. Thus, the seeds will tell you what to do. So when you look for the end, which is to have the experience or to be the thing, that's where you stay focused. So long as you have the seed in your mind's eye that says to you, listen, this is who I say I am, and you keep your eyes there, because you have decided to become something, that thing has its way of growing and expressing itself without your assistance. Once the sperm meets the egg, let me know what else you do to make that thing grow. I shouldn't say thing, but the wee one, the baby. You just get to hold on for the ride. You will eat a particular way because it is all governed by the thing you are growing. It has its way of expressing itself, right? The end has its own means of expression. So our work is simply to select the end. I keep telling you, it is how you garden every day. For those of you who are in temperate, warm climate, lucky you. And you're like, it's not luck, Angela, just move. Right? It just has its way. So you get to choose. You get to say, beets it is this year, because I want to make some pickled beets. Ooh, and if you've never had pickled beets, oh, hallelujah, they are delicious. Pickled onions, yes, we're talking. So what will I plant this year? Exactly that. The end in mind. Ooh, pickled beets, pickled onions, yes, give it to me. That's what I will select to plant. And all I get to do, water them and pluck out the weeds. How does that work for your mind? You keep your focus on the end. You water it. You say, thank you for my harvest. And that's how you pluck out the weeds of, girl, you can't do that. That sounds like voodoo to me. That sounds like witchcraft to me. You can't do that. Mm-hmm. Weeds. So today, be like Peter. You keep your eyes on the end, which would be what Jesus represented at this time, walking on the water, because the thing you want to experience seems impossible to accomplish. Like walking on water seems impossible if you look at it literally. But psychologically, that story is telling you the thing you want to accomplish appears to be impossible. But if you keep your eyes on the end, you will hear or see or sense, turn left, turn right, say hello to this person, answer this email. You will get every single bit of direction that you need to take. And when you take the direction and you follow it, that means you haven't turned to the left or to the right, meaning your focus, your attention has not been deviated. Because Peter was bold. All the others are like, oh my God, that's so freaky. I can't even really look. Is it going to sink? Peter was like, oh, hold up, I'm coming. I'm right here. And he gets out and he walks. So this story is telling you, if you keep your eyes on the end, not only will you know what to do, but you will just do it. How? Child. The thing that seems so impossible will become possible to you because you have kept your focus and your attention upon the outcome rather than looking for the outcome to unfold. When you are looking for the outcome to unfold and you don't see it, you become discouraged, thereby sinking under the pressure of your discouragement. But all we get to do is encourage ourselves to stay focused. You got this. You got this. Go girl, go girl, go girl. You have to be your own cheerleader. Because let me tell you something, the next time somebody's voice is louder than yours in your own head, you should check it. Especially if they're saying things to you like, where you gonna get the money from to do that? You want to start a business? Oh, have you seen the economy? How you gonna get people to buy your stuff? You better go get a 9 to 5. But if you keep your eye on the outcome of what your business stands for and what your business does and how it makes you feel to run your own business, you think the money will be a barrier? No. You think clientele will be a barrier? No. You think grants will be a barrier? No. Product will be a barrier? No. So today, my beautiful friends, be like Peter, because you will realize the story also reminds us sometimes we do falter. Sometimes we do. We falter. We waver. We lose focus sometimes. But what did he do? He reached out in the midst of his faltering. When he said, Jesus, save me, what do you think that means? Refocus. Refocus, and you will rise and walk on the water once more. This is a simple of an explanation of that story and how you can apply it to your everyday life. So I keep saying 8 billion people, 8 billion problems, but one solution. Man must declare who he is. When I say man, I don't mean male, I mean humanity. You and I must declare who we say we are. And when you say who you are, that is the seed. And that is the seed that will grow and expand. This is where free will begins and ends, when you select who you say you want to be. Because once you say who you want to be, well, you must become it. But because we can't see how we become it, we want to freak out. Don't. Just stay focused. And like I said, Peter did falter, which means we do falter. We do sometimes become discouraged. And this goes right along with that question we had yesterday. Do I always have to be happy? Do I always have to be positive? No. Will you always be? No, because there's such a thing as ebb and flow. Even scripture tells you weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Tells you what? You can't always be joyous, you can't always be sad. But you will be the thing that your mood dictates. This is how we live, right? But what is it that you know? See, whether you are happy, sad, angry, whatever, there's one thing you know. Just one. That's what keeps you going. That one thing you are sure of. And what are you sure of? Mm. I am. And then whatever you say after I am. Because as long as you're sure of what you say you are, you become it. So then it has nothing to do with, I gotta be positive all day long. I gotta raise my vibration. Listen, when you say I am and you follow it with whatever that is the vibration. So who do you say that I am is? That will be the determining factor for the way your life unfolds, who you say that you are, which is what? The principle of mentalism. The all is mind. The universe is a mental creation. Because as within, so without, as above, so below. Why? Because everything moves, it vibrates, it cannot stand still. You must move from where you are to where you are going. Not because you are opposite, but because you are the same in your nature. The seed moves from seed to sapling, to tree, to blossom, to fruit. It is only one thing. You plant mangoes, you get mangoes. Eh? So that is the principle of polarity. It is moving through a stage from where it is to where it is going. And in that movement, it has its own rhythm, its own ebb, its own flow, its own pattern of expression, which then causes it to bring about a particular effect. Why? Because every cause has its effect and every effect has its cause. But then finally, gender, Angela, yes, to generate the idea of, ooh, I want to be, you generate the idea masculine. To come up with the idea is masculine, not male. Not male, but masculine. You generate the idea, you see it in your mind's eye. Now that idea is planted into the womb, which accepts feminine and gives you back that which you planted. All the way back to the universe is a mental creation. And whatever that mental is what you end up with in your hands. So it always is going to start from the inside and end up on the outside. So whatever you start off with on the inside is what you become on the outside. Day in and day out. So the next time you look out into the world and you see the vast ocean of what the world is, and you say, but I need to walk on that water? That's not possible. But it is. You walk on the water from your mind's eye by staying focused on who you say you are, and you will do the quote unquote impossible. Why? Because all things are possible. Why are all things possible? Because when you say I am, you make it possible. When you say I am, you embody it. When you say I am, you breathe life into what you say you are, because you are life itself. But what will this life become? When you say I am, you become what you say you are. And that is what makes it possible. So if you do not say I am, there is no life in the thing, thereby it is not possible. But the moment you say I am and you embody it, you possess it, you pour your essence into it, then that's what made it possible. So are all things possible? It says all things are possible to them that do what now? Oh, believe. Angela, what do you mean by believe? Well, you know that so long as I do this, I can only unfold in such a fashion. That is the belief. It is the knowing. You stand 10 toes down in it. You say it with your whole chest. I am. You believe it. So if you say, I can't do this. Well, I'm not as, well, you know how that'll come out, don't you? Because the seed planted can only bring forth its fruit. So today, my beautiful friends, let us welcome everyone into the space, shall we? Well, look at it. Twitter is as Twitter does. Twitter is for the replay gang. YouTube, yeah, yeah. Hello. You subscribed. Oh, why, thank you, dearest. Yeah, yeah, I see you. So Real TV, a salute to you too, my dearest. Hello, Ginger. I see you. And for the others who have not made themselves known either here on YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok, I see you. Indeed, I do. Fan base who is kicking it with us today. Well, Really Hood was just there. Alexandra? I can't see the rest of it, but hello. Amelie is in the house. Amen. Who else is here? Dollar Cents. Oh, I see you. I remember you from Saturday, darling. Ray Ray and Miss Miriam. Welcome to the space, y'alls. It is such a beautiful thing to see you all. Kimmy Kim stopped in. Oh, I didn't even see Kimmy Kim. Ah, DeRosco. I didn't even, listen, I have to scroll. I didn't even see. I'm glad they said something in the chat because I never would have known they were here. But I trust today, my beautiful friends, the next time you hear about Peter, you will remember. And listen, it's not about a conversation between Peter and Jesus and the disciples. It is a conversation with yourself. It is all about you. It sure is. You keep your eyes on the end, on the outcome. And whatever road you need to take, whoever you need to speak with, whoever you need to communicate with, wherever you need to go, you will be directed, because the thing that you have selected to be has a pattern, has a rhythm. Just like if you look at successful people, there is a particular pattern, is there not? And we recognize that pattern. They get up, they're disciplined, they do this, they do that, they meditate, they blah, 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 they journal. We can look at them and say, oh, the pattern of success is ... Everything has a pattern, a way of unfolding. So once you choose it and you stay faithful to be it, you can only unfold in that way. You cannot tell it how to unfold. It unfolds in the way that it has been designed to unfold, like roses. They do not develop like tulips. No, they don't. Roses don't develop like carnations either. Carnations can only develop like a carnation, and tulips can only develop like tulips. Roses, well, you know, they will unfold the way they should because of what they are. So whatever you say you are, you will unfold in that pattern. So now you understand how you choose, how you make your choice. based upon the end. So be encouraged. You don't get to see how it unfolds. You just know that it does unfold. Run with that. Anyway, let me get the chimes. RTK, hello. When's our next dinner date? 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, dearest, where we will do a sound bath. Oh, a sound bath, you say? Yeah, come ready for bed. And we'll play the bowl and the chimes for about a half an hour, 20 minutes, I don't know. Depends on how long that lactic acid in my arm I can handle. As we play, right? But sound, yes, man, sound is such a beautiful thing. You see, sound has its own rhythm. The type of sound that you play has its way of unfolding and affecting us. So that's what we'll do tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right here on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, fan base, Twitter. And we'll do it. Hmm? And if you're faithful, Flo Smiles will tell you all about her first experience with that bowl. On hearing the bowl. Sorry, honey, didn't mean to put you on the spot, but you know how we roll around here. She'll tell you all about that experience. So why don't you come tonight and test it out for yourself? Oh, but Angela, isn't that like weird? You do have a favorite song, don't you? What do you think that is? Sound. Mm. But it's the type of sound that you indulge with, right? Anywho, let me get the chime because you may get chicken. I don't know. He was singing earlier, but he's just maxing and relaxing right now with me in his ear. So I don't know because I did bring him downstairs. So I don't know if he'll sing anymore just yet. He might. He might. But I know we'll get the chime. Hang on. And as you hear the chime this morning, be bold like Peter and select the type of experience you want to have that appears to be so impossible. And when you feel yourself walking on the water and you say, "Woo, I'm doing it," you better celebrate. Yes? Mm. Countdown initiated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go forth today and enjoy the beauty of the day that you make it to be. And you know I love you, and I'll see you tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Twitter, much love. Twitter is closed. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Enjoy your day.